So this is my brother's 1966 Caprice. This is the car that we reupholstered the bucket seats and rear seat for. He's going to convert this car over from bench seat to bucket seats and have the original style upholstery. Somebody reupholstered the bench seats and the rear seat in this car, and they actually look good, but we wanted to convert it over to bucket seats and have the original style. So he'll be putting these seats up for sale. So I'm going to show the process of what we're going to do. First thing we got to do is remove the original seats, which is bolted in on each side on this. So we're going to take the door sill plates off. They're very easy to take off. Next, we're taking out the seat bolts. This car has extensions so bigger people can drive it. We're taking out the original bolts though. Got swivel. So we're going ahead and taking the seat belts out. They have to be taken out for what we're doing anyway.
That's gonna go up too then. Don't put it on.
Oh, it will. It went in. So there's bolts at the back here that we're going to take out. They're also ½ inch. It's a ½ inch for all these. The original holes are ½ inch, but we have to get a swivel to get it out. So this one's a little bit harder to get to. You got to have a swivel and a ratchet to get to it. Is that it? All right, we got the seat taken out. We're going to take the carpet out now. The carpet goes under these front vent covers. So there's like 2 screws that hold that in.
You just pull on it?
So the gas pedal is held on. There's 2 bolts or 2 balls that it sits on. You just have to grab it and pull up on it. And that comes out that easily. And he pulled the carpet out from behind that panel there. If we have to take it off, we're going to have to take this piece off, which I think we may have to put it back. All right, so we pulled out the front piece of carpet. The next thing we're going to do is pull out the back seat.
They go right in there somewhere.
Yeah. So to pull out the back seat, you just have to push back toward the rear of the car and lift up on it. And then you pull the back seat out of the way. And then for the back piece of the back seat, some of them have a bolt in them and some of them have bent over metal. I think these have the bent over metal.
Let's see.
Sometimes you have to take a pair of pliers or needle nose to bend the tab. It's a pretty thin piece of metal. Hold on. Well, it comes from up and bends over. There we go. So then you got to pick straight up on the back seat. It hooks at the top. And then that's it. So we just pulled the carpet out from under the back armrest. But we will definitely have to take it apart and put it back in. We're just taking the carpet out so we don't catch anything on fire while we're working on this. So, from everything I understand, you use these original holes for the outside of the bucket seats. So we're going to be welding a bracket on this inside here. So we put the bracket on the seat. We bolted the seat down on the outside. Right now we're trying to locate the inside. And then we have to mark on the floor. We got them on the seat, so we're going to mark around where they go and then we'll weld them down. You got to make sure the seat tracks are slid the same on both sides. So we bolted the bracket down on the bottom of the seat with both tracks slid all the way forward. And to make sure they were equal, then in the car we traced it with a soapstone so we know where to weld the bracket to in the car. You can see where we marked it out on the floor. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid these spots that they originally welded it because it's kind of a mess. But I'm going to make some spots right beside of them and clean it down to the metal. Like that. And just make me some good spots to weld. That way I can retain my original markings where I marked it at too. Now I'm just going to weld it down in all these spots. So now I'm spot welding the floor bracket down in the same amount of spots that it was in the factory. That's all I got to do, and we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. We'll let it cool off and paint it. And now we're going to set the seat back down in here. Just to test everything out. here. Bucket seats in. Slides forward and back very good. I like it. So now we're basically ready to do the second one. And just for clarification, there is no bracket beside the door. It uses the original brackets. So here's the brackets after we got them welded down on both sides. It was actually pretty easy once we figured out we had the brackets on backwards. There should be one back here.
I got it.
Okay. So we're taking these back armrests out so that we can put the carpet back in the car. And we got to do that on both sides, and then we'll put the carpet in, then we'll put the back seat in. Because the carpet goes underneath here, so we're going to put it back right and not try to force it in. You might put it in with a putty knife or something, but it'll be a lot easier to do like this. Not that hard to do. So we put the back part of the seat in, you just slide it down in there, and now he's bending the tab at the bottom. And this car that he got the seats out of had nice seat belts in it, so we also took the seat belts from it. They're pretty good. Nice original ones. But it can be a little bit of a pain.
I need a regular pair of pliers or something.
Where'd that little pair go? So we put the back carpet in place, just sitting here. Now he's putting the back armrest. Tuck that top in right there. Now he's putting the back armrest back in. They're held in by 3 screws, 2 on the front and 1 in the back.
This must be in the floorboard.
Now we're putting the bottom of the back seat in. The hardest part about this is getting the seat belts up above it. So what we do is lay it down flat. Kind of get it close and lay the seat belts on top of it. And then we'll slide it back. We'll tilt it as we slide it back and pull the seat belts out. And then we got to get these things in place. Oh, you ain't got that in yet.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Just trying to have something to nail down.
Oh, okay.
Tearing my knees up.
So next is it's a matter of pushing the frame back and hooking it over the hooks that are under here. There's the hooks. So you have to push the frame back until it pops into it. Sometimes it can be pretty hard. Push back and down and
Oh, okay.
it locks in.
It's easier than I thought. So this only has 2 seat belts in the back.
Yeah. Alright, so we got the seat belts in, we got that in. Now, while we got the seats out, we'll put the middle seat belt in here. While we have a lot of room. And the back seat, now the back seat upholstery matches the door panels. It looks a lot better.
Now, which side does this go on?
The retractable goes on the outside. We've already got the hole cut for the seat belt. We're gonna have to cut a hole for the
Yeah, it seems like this one.
So, in order to put the carpet back right, we got to take the kick panel loose. In order to take the kick panel loose, you got to take this piece of chrome off up here because it's tucked up under it. So there's 1 screw here, 1 screw here. And on this piece, there's one screw here and 2 screws here. And that's what's required to take it off. Now we set the seat in here and we're trying to get the bolts started.
No, I ain't got the. I found the hole. Looks like it needs to pull this way or something.
All right, so we got the seats installed. We still got to put the door seal plates on. And later, when we do some more major work, we're gonna change the transmission out to automatic and put the console in with the floor shift and also gauges. Seats look really good.